A rather sad state of affair for the crypto market as Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Cardano, most of the cryptocurrencies that you can see in the top 100 cryptos by market cap were down massively, not just on the daily but also on their weekly price charts. Seemingly, the entire FTX versus Binance conundrum, which ultimately led to FTX's fall, in fact led to the fall of the global cryptocurrency market, with most of the investors deleveraging their portfolios at this point. Hi everyone, welcome back to Voice of Crypto's daily news wrap, where we talk about all things crypto, blockchain, and Web 3.0. In today's episode, we are going to talk about the global market crashdown that recently happened, which led to quite a bit of liquidations, a lot of long liquidations, and a lot of people deleveraging their portfolios, a lot of exchange inflows, which ultimately led to Bitcoin, Ethereum, most of the top altcoins losing their price in terms of their short-term as well as long-term momentum. All right, before we take a look at the top news of the day, let's take a quick look at the global cryptocurrency market, which had, by the way, fallen below the almost around the 800 billion US dollar mark just yesterday. However, the global crypto market cap recovered from those extremely low levels and was now trading around the 924 billion US dollar mark. However, it was still down by almost 10% over the last day. As we can see, the top trending tokens were FTX token or FTT, which was down by a massive 69.57% despite whatever's happening in the market, despite Sam Bankman-Fried taking a lot of efforts into getting more capitals and trying to reorganize the structure of FTX. We can see that FTT token is in fact still falling, and there is no stopping to that. In fact, FTX withdrawals and deposits had stopped or halted, and there's still a lot of confusion about what exactly will happen with FTX. But the market in general, if we look at Bitcoin, Ethereum, a few of the altcoins, there was a slight bit of recovery from the extremely low levels. Bitcoin, for instance, reached the 15,600 US dollar mark, which is the lowest price level Bitcoin has seen since 2020. And this led Bitcoin to massive lows. A lot of Bitcoin shorts, a lot of Bitcoin longs were liquidated post this massive crash down. At the time of recording on November 10th, Bitcoin's price was still down by over 12% on the daily chart and over 10% on the weekly. Ethereum down by 17.95% on the daily chart and 16.9% on the weekly. Ethereum price noted a slight bit of bullish momentum in the evening hours of Asian trading session. However, now we can see that Ethereum is back to making losses, especially on the short-term chart, which earlier was providing a bit of relief to traders. BNB, despite the entire confusion and conundrum, and despite CZ almost bringing down an exchange, FTX, BNB held relatively well in the market. BNB has dropped by a mere 3.38% on the weekly chart, and while it has lost 9.5% prices in the last one day, BNB is still doing relatively better in terms of price than a lot of its other counterparts. XRP price noted an over 17% pullback. Cardano price noted an over 12% pullback on the daily and over 9% pullback on the weekly. Cardano is down to the 0.36 level, which is again one of the lowest that Cardano has seen. Dogecoin again down by 25% on the daily chart. Polygon Matic, however, still managed to maintain its weekly gains by still having around 18.45% gains on the weekly chart. However, Polygon's Matic is still down by 20% on its daily chart. A quick look at the top losers in the market suggests that FTX token was the biggest loser in terms of price, with over 80% lost in just the last one day. FTX has lost, in fact, 47% of its price in the last 1 hour. This comes right after Sam Bankman-Fried, or SBF, who is the CEO of FTX, announced that he is sincerely apologetic and that he will keep on updating users about what FTX is going through. SBF also made it clear that while there were a bit of problems with FTX International, FTX US, the US based exchange that accepts Americans, was not financially impacted by whatever was happening in the market. In fact, it was 100% liquid and every user could fully withdraw anything that they wanted to. He wouldn't be surprised if he is not wanted on the stakeholder board anymore. He also said that all the stakeholders, including investors, regulators, users, would have a large part to play in how FTX would run thereafter. FTX is also willing to give a lot of on-chain transparency in terms of what is happening on the exchange, how tokens are exchanging, what kind of tokens are getting liquidated. While FTX will try to maintain transparency when it came to that, there's only so much transparency that insiders can maintain at the end of the day. Even though the market was filled with a lot of negative news, there were still some positive news that managed to make the cut in the crypto market on November 10th. For instance, an exciting news came from Aptos, which has now partnered with Google Cloud, and the partnership was announced at the Token 2049 conference, which one edition of the Token 2049 conference was happening in London. If you want to see more about what is happening in London at the Token 2049 event, don't forget to subscribe to Voice of Crypto's social media channels, because we are extensively covering the event where all of the excitement is happening, barring the larger market blues which have plagued most of the crypto investors and traders. However, development still continues in the cryptocurrency market. This is all for today. We'll see you tomorrow with more such updates from the crypto, blockchain and Web3 market. Until then, let us know if you held your bags or did you panic sell during this major market crash.